third grade friends and adults alike. This is Miss Marshall coming at you with another problem of the day. This is going to be our problem of the day for April 6th, 2020. So get out a pencil, get out some paper, and let's make our problem solving board. Hopefully you've gotten it out. I'm not joking, get it out. Alright, you've gotten your board out, you've made my cross. Now I want you to write down our sentence, our problem of the day. Alright, so I'm going to give you a second, write that down, and then we're going to read it together in a sec. Alright? Okay, so for our problem of the day, let's read it together. Read it with me, everybody. It says, Dan and his 4 friends each have 6 cookies. If they each eat 2 of their cookies, how many cookies do they now have altogether? Whew, this is going to sound familiar for some of y'all. It was on our math review the other day. But a lot of us missed it, so that's kind of why we're going over it. All right? So, it's about Dan and his 4 friends. So, first off, before we get anywhere, let's think about it. How many people are we talking about in my story? If it's Dan and his 4 friends, how many people? Right, there's 5 people. So, we got 5 people involved in my story. All right? And what about those 5 people? Each of those 5 have what? 6 cookies. So, let's go here. Each of the 5 people have 6 cookies. Fantastic. Great. I know you're already thinking about what's going to happen. Okay? So, but let's keep reading and find out what else I know. Then it says if they each eat 2 of their cookies, how many do they have altogether? Well, it says that they eat 2 of their cookies. What does eat mean? Am I getting more or am I getting less cookies? Getting less cookies, right? So then, what's going to happen? So, it says each eat 2 of their cookies. So then that's going to mean I'm going to subtract, right, if they eat them. So, I've got 5 people, they have 6 cookies. Let's first figure out how many cookies we have to start with. All right, so let's go to our work. Let's first figure out how many cookies do I have to start with. I'm going to make my life easy, and I'm going to draw a picture. I'm going to draw Dan and his 4 friends. Excuse my cough. All right, so I'm going to draw Dan and his 4 friends. So let's have Dan and my beautiful stick figures. There's Dan. Here's friend 1. Draw it with me, guys. You're a better artist than I am. Friend 2. Friend 3, and friend 4. So, I have my 5 people involved, right? Dan and his 1, 2, 3, 4 friends. And they each have what? They each have 6 cookies. So instead of drawing 6 cookies, I'm going to save myself some time and some embarrassment so I don't have to draw them. I'm just going to put the number 6 for each of them. So they each have 6. So, first off, how many cookies do they have? I have 6, 6, 6, 6, and 6. What does it look like to you? Kind of looks like repeated addition to me, also known as multiplication. What am I multiplying? 6 times what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what's 6 times 5? See, babies, you should all know what 6 times 5 is. It's 30, right? 30. So I know I have 30 cookies to start with. Is that my final answer? No, it's not my final answer, right? So I have 30 cookies. Now I have to read what's going to happen next. If they each eat 2 of their cookies. Well, we talked about if they eat them, I'm going to subtract 2, right? So let's subtract 2 from all of them. So let's do what is 6 minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 minus 2. You should all be able to tell me what is 6 minus 2 if I'm subtracting my cookies. 4, right? So now I have done my original act of they each have 6 cookies and then they each eat 2 of their cookies. All right? So, how many cookies do they now have all together? Well, let's see. Let's add it. What is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4? That should look familiar too. Looks like repeated addition. So, let's see. What's 4 times 5 now? You should all be able to tell me that. It's 20. Now, does that sound kind of like my final answer? Could be. I like 20. But guess what? There's another way you could have solved it too. I do like 20 as my answer, but let's think back of another way I could solve it. This one, I did it step by step. I broke it down sentence by sentence, which is what I love that a lot of you do, because that's my best recommendation. So they each had 6 cookies, and they ate 2. How many do they now have all together? Or I could have solved it a little differently. So let's go back. I'm going to erase some of my beautiful work. And let's see what else I could have done. So I erase it very carefully. Good. Okay. So I also could have done it a different way. We know there's 5 people involved and they each have 6 cookies. So we know that that's 6 times 5, right? And we knew what 6 times 5 was. It was 30. All right. Now, instead of me subtracting 2 from each person, could I have also done 2 times 5? Because then that's representing the total amount I'm taking away, right? What's 2 times 5? 10. So I know I'm taking away 10 cookies. Because I'm taking away 2 cookies 5 times. So now I can also do 30 minus 10 equals what? 20. So that's my problem. Let's write that down in my final answer. So let's get over. Let's figure out how many cookies they have all together. So it says Dan and his 4 friends have a total of 20 cookies all together. That's it. Remember, draw a picture. It makes life so much easier. Okay? You could have, instead of writing the number 6 and the number 2, you could have drawn 6 dots under each person and then just taken away 2 of those dots under each person and then counted all my dots. I wouldn't have been mad either way. But I'm trying to get you to think a little bit more logically with some numbers out there, okay? Trying to move a little bit away from pictures. But there's my problem. Dan and his friends now have 20 cookies. Now I want 20 cookies, all right? So I'm going to make those right now. So I will see you guys tomorrow for another problem of the day. Bye!